Hello and welcome. My name is Pedro Garcia, and in today's 20-minute session, we're going to do a mobility workout or a mobility session. This is something you can do in your couch, in your lounge, anywhere you are, pretty much even in your office. Today we're going to take 20 minutes, but if you only got 5 or 6 minutes, you can do just one round. So what we're going to do today is we're going to perform 5 different movements, and we're going to take 3 rounds going through all the movements. So as I said, if this is something that you don't have the full 20 minutes to perform, you can do and stick to just one round. Okay, so welcome. I'm going to take you through the movements, and to make it very simple for you to remember, we're going to hold each position or each movement for 45 seconds. That will be able to improve your mobility and improve your flexibility as well. Okay, so to begin with, we're going to do one of my favorite movements. We're going to work on the hips, which is the 1990. So over here, we're going to perform this movement for 45 seconds starting, and we're going to take approximately 20 reps in total, 10 reps each side. The goal is to really increase the internal rotation on one leg, external rotation on the other side. Cool. So just move nice and simple, keeping your torso as upright as possible. If you can, we're going to keep moving, decreasing the gap between your tailbone not your tailbone, your hip bone and the floor as you're going throughout. Cool. So we're coming to the end of our 45 seconds. Awesome. Next, this movement is called the couch stretch. The couch stretch is also amazing for your hip flexors, and you can do it on the couch. So I'm going to show you from this direction here so you can have a good angle for that. So keeping a certain distance from the knee to the couch on one side. You can use your hand to support yourself on the other side as well. And from here, you're going to perform a posterior pelvic tilt. So you want to tuck your tailbone under, squeeze the glutes, and activate. So you're going to spend 45 seconds here. Going in, you're going to feel a lot on your hip flexor over here. The more you squeeze the glutes and shift forwards, the more intense the stretch will be. So depending on your current level, you can move accordingly. Okay, so you don't need to feel any pain. Just find out where it hits you, where's your sweet spot, and work through. Find a position and hold for that period. Yes, you can pause a little bit. Remember, if you haven't done this exercise, you might be quite tight here, especially if you're sitting down a lot. This movement is going to be pretty tough for you. As your mobility improves, you'll be able to move your knee closer to the couch as well. So example here, if I want to put my foot very close to the couch, and I can get a more intense stretch here. Cool. Another 45 seconds starting there, going through for the first side, for the second side on our couch stretch. Cool. Over here, going in. Don't forget to breathe. Don't forget to smile. Remember, you're supported. If you don't have something, you can get a dowel, you can get a chair to help you out. So remember to tuck that tailbone under, squeeze, and let the hips sink as you go through. So just 10 more seconds here on this side, and we're going to change movement. Okay, finishing it off. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Amazing. From here, we're going to move into our pancake stretch. So for the pancake stretch, you can use a towel or a band. You can use a table or the couch itself. My goal is going to be to put it and create some resistance here. You're going to spread your legs nice and wide. You are the expert on yourself. You find how suitable that will be, and then use the towel to pull yourself forwards. Okay, so the two things that I want you to keep in mind here are external rotation, try to point your toes towards the back, rotating, and also an anterior pelvic tilt, so the opposite of the previous movement. So you want to stick the butt out, and then from this position keep your chest proud and bring it in. So you're going to hold this position for the 45 seconds. So remember to do the pull, but also take a deep breath, and every time you breathe you can go a little bit deeper and stretch a little bit more. So you're going to feel a lot on the hamstrings, inside the hips as well. On your adductors and abductors, you're going to work throughout this position here, taking those deep breaths and move in. Amazing. Always breathing. Keep focusing on that external rotation and moving on that anterior pelvic tilt. Okay, amazing. So that's our 45 seconds done. We had the 90-90, the couch stretch, and the pancake. Now the next movement, we're going to do the preacher stretch, which is more focused on the shoulder and the thoracic spine. So you can use the same towel that you have. You're going to support the elbows on the edge of the couch. Now, the more you focus on keeping your hips on top of the knees, the more intense this will be. So you can try to always manage what is suitable for you, but focusing on having that stretch over the spine and on the triceps as well, on the shoulders. Okay, so this is your position. Coming down and sink the chest towards the ground. So this might feel a little bit uncomfortable in the beginning, but then you start getting used to it. I'm gonna start the timer. Hands closer in the towel will feel more comfortable. Hands further out will be more difficult. If you don't have a towel, you can simply hold your hands as a prayer position, and you can still get some good benefits from this movement. Cool. We're gonna hold this position, always aiming to sink the chest towards the ground. Always breathing, opening the spine, opening the shoulders, and we're gonna hold this position here for 45 seconds. You're doing great. Don't forget to breathe. Remember to smile, and we are on our way. Cool. Finished one more movement. The last movement that we're going to do is the hamstring stretch. So we're going to use on both sides as well, same towel or a band. I'm going to lie down on the floor, put that towel on your foot, and you're going to lock out that knee and then pull that towel towards you, towards your chest, keeping that knee locked out. There's going to be a lot of tension through the hamstring here, and that's what you want to build. So keep going here, lock out that knee and hold it. We're going to start the movement there. We're going to start the timer here. Okay, so take a deep breath and pull. Hold that position. Yes, it's really about relaxing in that position. Remember, you don't want to feel any pain. You want to see where your movement is limited, is restricted, and gradually expose it to that slight discomfort. So that is really the goal here. Okay, now we're gonna hold here for another 10 seconds, 12 seconds. Nice work. We're gonna change sides, go to the other side. Keep following along. Let me know in the comments how you're feeling, how that's doing for you. Nice work. 45 seconds done. We're gonna go on the other side. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. If you feel like you're feeling very restricted, very stiff, you can have a light bend on the knee. And also, if you are hypermobile, if your leg locks out and your foot goes beyond the knee line, that is because you're hypermobile. So you can also have a light bend on the knee and keep pulling a little bit more. You don't get as much benefit from the stretch, but it is still better than zero movement, right? The other thing that I want to suggest is that you keep that bottom leg close to the floor. If you have someone that can keep pushing you down, that's best, because if I keep pulling, you see that my other leg starts to come along and you can keep pushing it down. That's our 45 seconds done on that side. So that brings us to the end of our first round. We're going to do that 2 more times to complete our 20 minutes. Okay, let's begin. We're going to be a bit more smooth here and you can just follow along. Starting our 1990s over there. Remember, for 45 seconds, we're going to do approximately 20 reps in total. Keeping that torso upright. You can use the hands on the floor. The floor is your friend to support you. But if you can manage to go without your hands, that's even better. Notice that you're simply swiveling on your feet. Common mistake here, I see sometimes the people are shifting from side to side, and this way they don't get the movement that we are intending for them to get. Cool? So keep your feet on the spot. That will make it work. Cool? The last thing I wanted to say is that you might experience some bump shuffle going a little bit forward, but if you keep pressing with the feet against the floor, you should stay on the same spot. That's 45 seconds done already. Second movement, couch stretch. Remember, I'm going for one side, lock it in, pelvic tilt, and time starts. Fantastic. Ooh, this feels really nice. If you're working sitting down on a desk on a daily basis, I would recommend you to do this every day. This is one of the most powerful movements that is going to get you with a squat, that will help you to run, that will help you to walk better. It's basically resetting, restructuring your hip flexor. So there's going to be a lot of benefits for you if you spend many hours sitting down on a desk. The problem is that the longer you stay in one position, the better your body gets at staying in that position. 45 seconds on this side done. Change side. So our bodies get better at what we do more of, and our bodies get better at not doing what we don't do enough of. So if we keep the position, the body is going to get adapted to that position. And as I like to say, there's no bad movement. There is only movement that your body is not prepared for. And that is a big thing. So if you feel like, bending the back or rolling the spine or whatever that is, every movement is good. There are just movements that most people's bodies will not be prepared to face or to perform, right? So I'm going to stay here on my hip flexor, on the couch stretch. Fantastic. Take your breaths. Amazing. That gives us our 45 seconds on the couch stretch for the second round. Go into our pancake. Forgive me my position here. It doesn't look amazing because I'm facing back to you, but we're gonna make it work. I'm gonna open a little bit wider. Give me a better position. Let's go. Oof. 45 seconds, here we go. Oof. Yes, that feels really good. The lower you can go, the better it gets, obviously. But try not to roll the spine too much. As I said, chest proud, rotation, external rotation on the hips, toes pointing back, bum sticking out. 45 seconds on the way. Take a deep breath. Nice. Big stretch on the inner part of the legs, the inner thighs over here. That's it. Fantastic. And that's done for us. pancake stretch very quick, but you feel how much difference you will notice in your body after releasing those hips through these movements. The fourth movement that we're going to do is our preacher. That was our second. Remember, if you don't have the towel, praying hands, elbows on the couch, chest towards the floor, and think. This feels great on your thoracic spine, feels great on your shoulders, and starts just building space that you don't really put yourself in this position, and adjust, exposes the joints to these new range of motion. Okay, so always breathing, always feeling the position, letting the chest sink on the floor. And the 45 seconds is an optimal time. So just under 30 seconds, it doesn't give you all the benefits that 45-second hold gives you, right? So we'll be coming to the end. Oh, yeah, by the way, I forgot to press the 45 seconds number there. Should be approximately 45 seconds there. Now we're going for our hamstring stretch. Let's go. Okay, putting here. 1, 2, 3, go for it. 45 seconds here, apologies. So I'm gonna go here. All right, pressing it down, work out the knee, putting that tension, creating that pressure through the towel. Don't forget to breathe. See, there might be a little bit of shaking going on if you reach your limit. As long as there is no pain, there's just mild discomfort, releasing all that back part of your leg. We've done the couch stretch with the front part, we've done the hips, so that's increasing our internal rotation, external rotation, and that's 45 seconds from the right side. Let's go on the left. Amazing. Boom, 45 seconds here, and this is going to take us to the end of our second round today, our second and second last. So I'm going to do every single movement that we just did for one last time. Okay, always breathing, always keeping that intention. Be present in the exercise, be focused. Don't think about what you're going to cook for dinner. Don't think about how work's going to do, what you're going to do for work next. Just dedicate this time for yourself. It's 20 minutes. It's very short. If you don't have 20 minutes, you don't have a life. So give yourself this chance, okay, to put some movement, to nourish your body with movement. All right, that was our second round, and now we're going to finish off with one more round of every movement. Remember, what's the first one? It's our 90-90. 45 seconds on. Keep an eye on the clock. Good, let's go. Fully. Remember, torso upright. I'm going to keep working through. Focus on that internal rotation, getting upright each time. Internal rotation, that's an excellent movement here. Very underestimated. A few more seconds. Third round, give yourself that time. Amazing. Movement number 2. Remember our couch stretch. We're going to start with the left inside here. If you can get a little bit closer, you can do that. If you can do against the wall, even better, because then you're going to get a little extra push here. 45 seconds starting now. Big stretch here on the hip flexor, on the quads as well. But remember, if you're feeling more on the quads than on the hip flexor, it means you're not doing enough posterior pelvic tilt. So when you put those glutes, switch those glutes on, the hip flexor is gonna have a more intense stretch. So that is the goal here. Always keep your body upright and avoid doing this. So when you hang out like this, you kill the stretch. So keep that up the torso upright, and you get the best benefits of the stretch. Cool. Just a few more seconds here. Finishing in 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. Change to the other side. Let's go. 45 seconds on. Excellent. Posterior pelvic tilt. Moving forwards. Oof. It's such a great movement. This is awesome. As I mentioned, if you're sitting down, do this every day. You can do this twice a day. Just take a little break, 2 minutes. You release the pressure on the hips, release the hip flexors, and you'll be feeling wonders at the end of the day. Cool. This is awesome. Round number 3. Let me know how you're feeling, how you're doing. Send it to a friend. If you know someone that you feel like they don't have enough movement in their life, they're gonna love it. Share with your kids, put with your friends. Do in the office together. That'd be a great idea. Now, we're going to the pancake stretch. Cool. Next one. We got it. For the final time. We've done our couch stretch 2 times. Now we're doing our pancake for the 3rd time. Big stretch, 45-second hold. Remember to breathe. And every exhale, you stretch a little more. Day number 3 of the movement challenge if you're doing the movement challenge. And we're gonna keep sending you workouts every day for the next 12 more days. This is day number 3. It's a total of 2 weeks that we're gonna be doing this challenge for. So keep active, keep moving, and you start building those habits, building those routines, giving yourself the best chance to create the most amazing version of yourself. 45 seconds on the pancake stretch done. And we got our preacher. Remember, I'm gonna get in. 45 seconds on the clock this time. Let's go. Guys, keep exploring the best positions, you know. As I said, there's no bad movement. So you know your body, put yourself in a position, even if it feels slightly uncomfortable, if there's no pain, just experience, you know. Expose the body. Gradual exposure is one of the most powerful things for overcoming fear, for overcoming injury, for overcoming stiffness, for overcoming many things in life, right? We're gonna stay here for a little while. And done. 45 seconds. Wow, this was so quick, guys. These 20 minutes. Usually the sessions in our gym, they go for 60 minutes. 20 seconds just flies. Huh? Final one. 45 seconds each side on the hamstring stretch. 3, 2, and 1. Let's go here. Boom. Long leg. Remember, if you need to pull a little bit more, give a little bend. Try to get that maximum stretch on your hamstring. The more locked out, the better it is for you. The more tension you create through the back part of your leg. So you're gonna stay here halfway through for this set. Final set, guys. This is the final movement. After this, you are done. And as I said, well, it's not a really hard workout, but you're nourishing your body with movement. If you're doing the challenge on days number 1 and 2, we had more movement, more active movements, and now we have the mobility drill, so you can cool down a little bit and reset the system. So it doesn't need to be a hard workout every day. Actually, 45 seconds starting now. Let's go for the final set, guys. Long leg, big stretch, pull. And as I was saying, you should only go really hard once a week. And this isn't just not my opinion, this is science saying. Scientists like Andrew Huberman will agree with that. So you should only go hard, really hard on a very strenuous workout once a week. So if it was really hard every day, it would suck. This way you don't get prepared for, for the real deal. You're always exhausted. And that's what many boot camps and other fitness things, will do with people. They give you that feeling of a workout and doesn't give you results. It just strains you and destroys your body. And our goal here is to build it and to make it a masterpiece. That is our 45-second done on the last exercise. Congratulations for doing the mobility workout with me. Very happy that you enjoyed. Let me know in the comments how you went. And to give you a quick review, we've performed the 90-90, the couch stretch, the pancake stretch, the preacher stretch, and the hamstring. So that was beautiful power, flexibility, and mobility drills for you to move well, move with more confidence, start releasing, opening more space in those joints and increasing your range of motion. Okay, really hope this has been helpful. Let me know in the comments how you went, and I'll see you in the next video.